Mike Schmaltz here for GoXavier.com with Xavier head women's basketball coach Brian Neal. You get ready to start season number 6. A little bit of a different makeup for this team. Talk about what you kind of expect out of this team and its makeup.
Well, what I can say so far is it's the most selfless, coachable, energetic team that we've had in several years. And we're a little bit younger than normal, probably the most inexperienced team in the Big East this year, but they are making up for that and want to. And it's been an exciting fall so far.
4 freshmen, 5 sophomores. What are some of the challenges you have in bringing those folks up to speed? Obviously, your sophomores have been through it at least once.
You really have to slow down. You really have to simplify things, especially if you're going to rely on them in competition. So we've taken a step back with a lot of the stuff we're doing and really just try to hammer fewer points with longer stretches. And I think that's making our players more confident, more comfortable, and hopefully that carries over into competition.
Maybe doing anything differently offensively, defensively, just based on the personnel that you have?
I don't know if it'll be difference the word. I think it's just a little bit more simple. We're trying to just give them ins and outs to where they're supposed to be and where they're supposed to go. And then that makes them be a little bit more sure. When they're more sure, they can perform better, not have to think so much.
A couple of upperclassmen, Ashley Gomes and T. Owens. Talk about their leadership role for this team.
Well, considering we have no seniors, those two are huge in a lot of ways, and how we go about our business on a day-to-day basis. And they both had really strong summers and falls. T's really stepped up her play. We're trying to actually get her to slow down and be more cerebral. Ashley, we're trying to get to be less cerebral and speed up a little bit. So we're getting there with both of them, but they're both playing very well right now.
Ashley Gomes had a chance to play internationally over the summer in FISU tournament, able to play Brazil and Chile and some other teams like that. How do you think that's benefited her coming into this year?
Well, so far she's playing with a lot more confidence. And, you know, Ashley's strength is her shooting and her knowledge of the game and being in the right spots. But she really has played with a lot more confidence and making a lot more shots so far this year.
Talk a little bit about the ideal identity for this team as you move it forward and start to mold some of this young talent.
Well, I don't know if there is an ideal identity. We need to score more points. We really struggled to score last year. We spent a lot of time in recruiting, but in our system here of figuring out ways to score more, put our players in position where they can score more. I think we scored 58 points a game, so that's been a big part of our emphasis so far. So a part of that is we need to pass the ball. We need to take better care of it. We turned it over a little bit too much last year, so we're trying to get better possessions through the course of a game, through the course of a season, and we feel like if we can get a few more solid possessions, those close games that we were a little short in last year, we can get over the hump and win some of those games this year.
You talked about the energy a little bit, and talk about how that can help a team get up the learning curve.
Well, from my standpoint, when players care about each other, they're able to rally and do things and play better. And I think we certainly have a group where they care about each other. That's really, it's fun to be a part of, and it's exciting to see the potential of the group.
You have some potential, and you'll have to bring that into a very tough Big East. Just handicap the league for us a little bit. Again, going to be very solid from top to bottom.
Oh, I think the Big East is loaded. The way I figured up the other day, 17 of the top 22 players are seniors this year, depending on how you look at that. We had 4 teams in the NCAA last year. I think we're going to have 4, potentially 5 teams out of a 10-team league in the NCAA. So top to bottom, I think it's one of the top women's basketball conferences in the country.
Brian Neal and the Musketeers getting ready for the 18-19 season.